last time we were here, Frank started to build his tube front. If you want to open up your hood, we can see it. I think we're either going to be cutting or modifying it somehow. So this isn't Frank's fault at all. Originally,
it's no one's fault. It was just a miscommunication error.
Anyways,
no one's mad. But
we originally wanted this to be a 45 and then a 45 here, and we figured, or Frank figured, Frank figured this would be okay, so we went ahead and welded it up. But then once we started to put everything together, we realized that the headlight wasn't gonna fit inside there. So
everything fits but the headlights.
Which, I mean,
it's either modified, cut this.
We probably could have fit this stuff up there, but I was kind of just holding up and I wasn't really thinking about it.
It's literally just another half-inch right here. If we just chopped it and boxed it, it would fit.
You can see that it ties into the boxes here and then the boxes into the frame, and it's super sturdy, but we're probably gonna have to cut this here, and then put a tube in there. Realistically, this doesn't need to be that strong. It's really only holding fenders, bumper, and radiator and intercooler. But I mean, it's probably gonna support the strut towers as well, but I don't think that needs too much. But yeah, so basically this is kind of what's been going on. And then Chris got his car up in the air and started to do, or at least attempted to start doing the clutch on his car. Started slipping on him, so got a nice new clutch and lightweight flywheel. We know this is quite involved. We started, and well, I shouldn't really say we. This is your project and your project. I'm kind of over there. But anyways, they started doing this whole thing, and it proved to be a little bit tougher than you originally thought.
We spent 6 hours and we didn't get past step 1 yet, which is taking the exhaust. But hopefully today we'll get past step 1 and take the drive shaft off.
People already hate you.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with not hitting?
Anyways, as you saw in the last video, I stripped down the hood all the way down to bare metal, and then we applied a bunch of Bondo. Since then, I've applied a little bit more Bondo. I applied the rest of the Bondo glass that I had. I only had 1 can. And so I started to fill in a lot of this spot right here. This was like the lowest spot that was still there. And this stuff is just taking a really long time. And if you guys haven't used this before, this Bondo glass or the Bondo hair takes probably 3 times longer to sand than normal Bondo. So to try and block this is crazy hard, and it takes a ton of man hours. So what I've been doing and what I did here and how I got a lot of this done pretty quickly is I was just applying it, waiting for it to get like a little bit dry, and I would take the cheese grater and just cheese grate the crap out of it to make it as level as possible. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I got 2 cans of Bondo glass. We're gonna be throwing the majority of it on here. We're just gonna cheese grate the whole thing, and from there, hopefully it'll be ready for Bondo by the end of today, or at least pretty damn near close. Since this stuff doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, we probably don't need to do a ton of blocking. We just need to do a lot of cheese grating, make sure that we get it as flat as possible with that first, so that way we don't have to do a whole lot of blocking after that. Anyways, so I'm gonna get started on that. We're gonna start applying some Bondo first, and then from there, cheese grate, and over. I'm probably just gonna set you guys up on a tripod, film the whole process, and then after that, we'll probably just do an update of what everyone's gotten done today for those of you who are interested.